Hey, how you doing? Wayne here. Today is Saturday. Today's a beautiful day. Sun's out again. It's really looking good for the weekend. I'm super pumped, very excited about it, and just wanted to share that with you today. I'm a little bit hoarse today. I don't know why. I've got a little bit of a dry throat, something going on. So I'm going to make this pretty short today. Excuse me. I wanted to just talk to you something really important, and this is something that I haven't done any of this for like over 25 years now. I was a compulsive gambler, as you probably are aware of if you've been watching this channel for a while now. And that was probably one of the hardest moments in my life when that was probably the very first time that I ever experienced any form of depression or anxiety. That was the time when I was getting through, obviously they say about it, and depression can cause things like memory loss, temporary memory loss as they say, and also it can cause, I don't believe it can be cured, but there's lots of ways that you can obviously arrest it and make it more livable and make you feel better. And the reason I found this out was purely because of being a compulsive gambler for years, destroying things in my family, destroying people. I can always remember being with my girlfriend at the time. Sorry, I just keep looking around. My girlfriend at the time, I was with her for like 4 or 5 years, and this one particular day, and it's not something I'm proud of, but I'm telling you now because it's something that I feel is important to a lot of people, is that time just seems to fly by. You know, on a Saturday, I remember I won £5,000 on one race at a betting shop, and I was all excited, and I told everyone about it. And you know, you get very excited about that side of things, and it wasn't at first until I realised that it wasn't about the money, it's all about the buzz, and that's what happens. But I just remember this time I won £5,000, and I was so excited. Spoke to my girlfriend, and I was like, oh yeah, it's her birthday coming up in a couple of days, and I'm going to buy her a lovely dress, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, you know, treat her like a queen for the day and take her out and spoil her rotten and this, that and the other. Anyway, I just remember on the day of her birthday, I walked into the bookies about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to meet her at 7 o'clock, 5:30 I'm still in the bookmakers, and I'd gone and I wouldn't have a brass farthing, not a bean to my name, not a penny. And all these things that were going through my head at the time was like, I was going to do this for her, I was going to do that for her. And I just realised there and then what an horrible bastard I was, excuse my French, but that was really, really probably one of the lowest parts of my life. And if she ever gets a chance to listen to this, then I want to just say my deepest apologies to you, because I never actually told you the reason for it. But it's obviously because of my condition. And the reason I'm telling you about this today is because we got a big horse race coming up next week, which is called the Derby. We get loads of people up here. It's massive, a fantastic event, really is. But unfortunately for me, I can't go to things like that anymore. I've realised, I made the exception. I've realised that I can't do things like that. There's things like that I just can't get involved in. And can you believe that I'm filming this and there's a dog standing right next to me? Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a weird. The owner just decided to come over and rescue the dog, but the dog was just sitting right next to me and I was trying to film, so that wasn't very good. Just trying to think where I was now. Oh yeah, let's go back to the Epsom, I think it was Epsom. Yeah, big race in Epsom Derby. And yeah, it's an event. It's not just a race, it's an event. I mean, the place is absolutely buzzing. There's so many people there. It's just a phenomenal opportunity for people to just go out and really enjoy themselves. Unfortunately for me, I can't do that. And I realised that a long time ago. I can't do the couple of quid on a race, or a couple of dollars on a race, wherever you may be around the world. I just can't do it. You know, spinning for a cup of coffee in a game of pool or a game of snooker, yeah, I can just about cope with that. And some days, even now, like we're talking 20 plus years ago now, when I first had this issue, I still experiencing those feelings sometimes, like we're leading up to it, and I have to really guard myself really guard my thought process, really guard the way I think. And it's not because of the money, it's just because of the fact that you start to have these weird, crazy thoughts that come into your mind going, oh, what if I just did this, and what if I just did that, and what happens if I just, oh, you never know, I could get a really good result. And if I could pick 17 horses on the trot and win the massive sweepstake, then, I'd be set for life. Well, that's just your nutty brain, man. That's your stupid gorilla, or whatever. In my case, it was a grizzly. Just talking to you and just telling you that, you're talking a load of shit and you need to shut up and get on with it. But you don't. You just start to listen to it. And that's what I want you to guard against, is that when people start talking to you about certain things that are happening to you right now, and they are going to say that, that you need to go and do this, you need to see a counsellor, you need to go and talk to your doctor, depending on the situation, right? I'm not talking to each and every one that's out there now. I want to talk to you and say to you this, is that if it's something that's really, really getting to you, then you should seek professional advice, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner or anything like that, and I don't want to associate myself with someone that is in a real bad place right now, and it gets worse. So please seek a professional. All I'm saying is you need to really guard against things that are happening in your life right now. And think about it from my point of view. You may not have a compulsion for gambling. You may not have an addiction to drugs. You may not have an addiction to be a sex addict. I don't know. You could be any one of those things. Or you could just be suffering from a large bout of depression. Which the great thing is, I believe that depression can be arrested, maybe not cured. I still believe that from one day to the next, you can have really good days and you can have days that are not as great. But I know that if you listen to this today and the next day and just come back to it whenever you feel like it, I know that if you keep doing the things that we talk about, because I've done it myself firsthand, that you will change and you will get better. And I'm going to wish you every success, because right now it's time for me to go and guess what? Saturday breakfast. You got it. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.